refreshing our minds, maybe refreshing yours on all things USC football as spring football is about to begin. And I think the biggest news maker over the last couple months was Chad Bowden. He's the new GM of the program. If you follow social media, you've probably seen him, and he was on your podcast, which was fantastic. What was your biggest takeaway from your conversation with him?
Well, first of all, the biggest takeaway was that man has energy. Oh my gosh, he could fuel a jetliner if he could. Like, he's just so brings so much to the program in that sense. But no, I think he brought a lot of vision to this program, more so than what we've seen from that GM role, and so he wants USC to be the best. He's very excited about it, and he will do whatever it takes to win. I thought our conversation about who he brought over was very fascinating. It kind of opened the window to him being like, I was kind of chaotic in my previous roles, but I have people around me that make sure that I'm the best that I can be. So honestly, there was a lot to take away from it, but just the fact that he's so passionate about USC already, he's taken the time to talk to alums, so he's very quick on knowing what this place is about.
Well, the thing I love the most about it is it allows Lincoln Riley to get back to coaching football.
Yep.
Right? Without all the pressure and the stress of, because you're not just recruiting anymore, right? You're not going out there and trying to talk to high school kids and going to these in-home visits. You're going to recruit guys that are on your roster right now. You're going to the transfer portal that has multiple windows. You're doing all these other things, and then, you got to go out there and coach a football team. So it helps him a ton. I'm still interested to see how that push-pull is going to be between Chad and Lincoln when it comes to decision-making with the roster, but it sounds like they have a great connection. He stayed at his house. They had some balsamic steaks
yep.
that I'm still waiting for an invite to. But I love the Chad Bowden hire, and I love the mindset he already has being around USC football.
When you look at spring, we're not going to have like a spring game at the end, so it won't sort of feel like complete at the end where you go, this was our spring storyline, and now we get an answer. We kind of hadn't been getting that the last few years anyway. But what are you sort of looking to hear over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, obviously quarterback's the main thing I'm looking at. Yeah. How can Jaden Mayava take that next step? And Lincoln talked about it. How can he, learn when it's time to be Superman, when it's time to be Clark Kent? You don't always have to make the hero play, right? Protect the team around you. The defense is going to win sometimes. It's okay to take your medicine and move on, right? And when you have good players around you like you do here at USC, you don't have to be the hero all the time. And then the other spot for me is running back, right? We talked to Wayman Jordan earlier, and Jordan mentioned previously that there's always that next transfer running back that's making a big name for themselves. Is it going to be Wayman Jordan? Is it going to be Eli Sanders, right? Is it going to be someone on the roster like Brian Jackson, who I'm very excited about, who I think can be a big playmaker in the running back room, and then also Marty and Peterson still here. So those are two positions I'm really looking at, and then obviously I think everyone's really paying attention to that defensive line as well.
Yeah, I feel like no position room is safe, maybe tight end and wide receiver, but other than that, I want to see who steps up across the board. It's kind of new in that regard.
Looking forward to it. We'll get some answers here over the next few weeks. Chad Bowden will headline the show next week, so stay tuned for that. Women's basketball is the big story, though. They're coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about them to close the show here on Trojans Live. One final segment of Trojans Live on a Monday afternoon. This is a new thing for us. It's just today. We'll be back at our normal evening-ish time slot next week, we believe, but appreciate Lincoln Riley and everyone moving things around to open the night up for USC women's basketball. They take on Mississippi State, 7 o'clock tonight. Pregame show at 6:30 on ESPN LA and across the USC Trojans Media Network. Our over-under is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino, proud partner of USC Athletics. Over-under 24.5 points for Juju Watkins tonight.
Ooh.
She averages 24.5, Cody. Just
easily over. I know, but it's crunch time. It's March Madness.
What did she get in the first round game? She missed more time than she would have in the first round game.
Yeah.
She did.
Up a couple times.
I know at one point she had more than UNCG as a team.
As a team.
Yes.
I think she shot right at her.
She had like 21-ish,
yeah,
but she came out early.
I think the
had
under would have
multiple
hit.
injuries.
A little better team tonight, though. They're playing in Mississippi.
Yes.
I'm going over. If you would have said 30, I'm going over.
Over.
I think she's going over 30.
I'm going to take over just because I never want to count out Juju Watkins.
Never bet against Juju Watkins.
Yes.
Never bet against this team. You've been able to spend a lot of time with them. What are you looking for tonight? And as this thing keeps going, hopefully.
I'm excited to see Sam Purcell, head coach of Mississippi State, go against Coach Beth Burns. He's been described as her son of sorts. Not actually, but they've been
mentor-mentee relationship.
Yes, mentor-mentee relationship. He joked yesterday, I hope that she's not coaching tomorrow because that's how much respect he has for her. So it'll be interesting to see those two to go against each other.
Trojans Live is a production of USC Sports Properties and Playfly Sports. Our executive producer is Matt Wells. Thank you also to our producer, engineer Rick Cutler, and production assistance by our entire team, and everyone for getting the guests here today. We'll have 4 more shows the rest of the way. We will see you then. For Keely Orr, Cody Kessler, I'm Jordan Moore. Fight on, everybody.